New York Giants jokes, NFL jokes. Q. Did you hear about the joke that Eli Manning told his receivers? A. It went over their heads. Q. Why can't Eli Manning use the phone anymore? A. Because he can't find the receiver. Q. Did you hear about the new Plaxico Burress cocktail? A. Just one very expensive shot. Q. How many Giants fans does it take to change a light bulb? A. None. They are happy living in the Cowboys' shadow. Q. Why is Tom Coughlin, Giants head coach, glad Plaxico shot himself in the leg? A. It was the first time he shot off something other than his mouth. Q. Why is a Texas billionaire buying the New York Giants and moving them to Virginia? A. So he can call them the Vagiants. Q. What do the New York Giants and a Chick-fil-A manager have in common? A. Neither one shows up for work on Sunday. Q. What will happen if BP can stop the Gulf oil spill? A. They will turn their attention to Lawrence Taylor. Q. How did Lawrence Taylor meet an underage girl through a mutual acquaintance? A. Ben Roethlisberger. Q. What did the Giants fan say after his team won the Super Bowl? A. Damn it, Mom, why'd you wake me up? I was having an amazing dream. Q. How are the New York Giants like my neighbors? A. They can't pick up a single yard. Q. Want to hear a Giants joke? A. Rashad Jennings. Q. Why is Rashad Jennings like a grizzly bear? A. Every fall he goes into hibernation. Q. What's the difference between the New York Giants and a dollar bill? A. You can still get 4 quarters out of a dollar bill. Q. What do the New York Giants and possums have in common? A. Both play dead at home and get killed on the road. Q. What is the difference between a Giants fan and a baby? A. The baby will stop whining after a while. Q. How many New York Giants does it take to change a tire? A. 1, unless it's a blowout, in which case they all show up. Q. What do you call 53 millionaires around a TV watching the Super Bowl? A. The New York Giants. Q. Why did Plaxico Burress shoot himself? A. It was the first time all year he managed to find his way around a safety and he just got too excited. Q. Why shouldn't the New York Giants send Plaxico home packing? A. He already is. Q. What did Plaxico Burress say when Antonio Pierce asked to go clubbing? A. Only if I can ride shotgun. Q. What do the New York Giants and Billy Graham have in common? A. They both can make 70,000 people stand up and yell Jesus Christ. Q. How do you keep a New York Giant out of your yard? A. Put up goalposts. Q. Why are so many New York Giants players claiming they have the swine flu? A. So they don't have to touch the pigskin. Q. What is a New York Giants fan's favorite wine? A. We can't beat Philadelphia. Q. How do you stop a New York Giants fan from beating his wife? A. Dress her in Philadelphia green. Q. What's the best way to teach your dog to roll over and play dead? A. Have him watch a couple New York Giants games. Q. What is the difference between a bucket of shit and a New York Giants fan? A. The bucket. Q. If you have a car containing a Giants wide receiver, a Giants linebacker, and a Giants defensive back, who is driving the car? A. The cop. Q. How do you castrate a New York Giants fan? A. Kick his sister in the mouth. Q. What should you do if you find 3 New York Giants football fans buried up to their neck in cement? A. Get more cement. Q. What's the difference between a New York Giants fan and a carp? A. One is a bottom-feeding scum sucker, and the other is a fish. Q. How did the New York Giants fan die from drinking milk? A. The cow fell on him. Q. Did you hear that New York's football team doesn't have a website? A. they can't string 3 Ws together. Q. How many New York Giants fans does it take to change a light bulb? A. None. Lava lamps don't burn out, man. Q. What does a New York Giants fan and a bottle of beer have in common? A. They're both empty from the neck up. Q. Why do New York Giants fans keep their season tickets on their dashboards? A. So they can park in handicap spaces. Q. How do the New York Giants spend the first week of training camp? A. Studying the Miranda rights. Q. How do you keep a Giants fan from masturbating? A. You paint his dick Philadelphia green and he won't beat it for 4 years. Q. Why do the New York Giants want to change their name to the Atlanta Tampons? A. Because they are only good for 1 period and do not have a second string. Q. What's the difference between the New York Giants and the Taliban? A. The Taliban has a running game. Q. Where do you go in New York in case of a tornado? A. New Meadowlands Stadium, they never get a touchdown there. Q. Why do ducks fly over New Meadowlands Stadium upside down? A. There's nothing worth craping on. Q. Why doesn't Syracuse have a professional football team? A. Because then New York would want one. Q. Why are New York Giants jokes getting dumb and dumber? A. Because Giants fans have started to make them up themselves. Q. What's the difference between New York Giants fans and mosquitoes? A. Mosquitoes are only annoying in the summer. Did you hear that MetLife Stadium had to be resodded? That's really sad when you can't even get your own grass to root for you. Giants fan. On the first day of school, a first-grade teacher explains to her class that she is a Giants fan. She asks her students to raise their hands if they, too, are Giants fans. Wanting to impress their teacher, everyone in the class raises their hand except one little girl. The teacher looks at the girl with surprise. Janie, why didn't you raise your hand? Because I'm not a Giants fan, she replied. The teacher, still shocked, asked, well, if you are not a Giants fan, then who are you a fan of? I am a Patriots fan, and proud of it, Janie replied. The teacher could not believe her ears. Janie, please tell us why you are a Patriots fan. Because my mom is a Patriots fan, and my dad is Patriots fan, so I'm a Patriots fan too. Well, said the teacher in a obviously annoyed tone, that is no reason for you to be a Patriots fan. You don't have to be just like your parents all of the time. What if your mom was an idiot and your dad was a moron, what would you be then? Then, Janie smiled, I'd be a Giants fan. 4 football fans. A Redskins fan, an Eagles fan, a Giants fan, and a Patriots fan are climbing a mountain and arguing about who loves his team more. The Redskins fan insists he is the most loyal. This is for the Redskins, he yells, and jumps off the side of the mountain. Not to be outdone, the Eagles fan shouts, this is for the Eagles, and throws himself off the mountain. The Patriots fan is next to profess his love for his team. He yells, this is for everyone, and pushes the Giants fan off the mountain.